Everyone likes to go on about the rent crisis in Australia. Yeah, it's terrible. We're at the stage now where lots of people can't even afford to rent anymore, let alone buy a house. And I know with my wife and I, we can barely rent a place either because our income isn't high enough, and it's more than 50% of our income to rent. I mean, it sucks. I mean, it's that fucking stupid. And then you got the greedy landlords and the greedy real estates. So I'm going to give you an example why all these fucking assholes are making life shit for everyone else, and why the division of property owners and non-property owners is an increasing gap over time. So property owners are definitely getting richer and renters are getting poorer. Let's have a look at this property on realestate.com.au. I'm going to give you my real world experience. So this is the actual property I've been renting for the last 5 or 6 years. So I started off about $250 a week, I think, and then it went up to $270 a week. And then once COVID hit, or a bit after, it just started jumping up like $50 every 6 months or every year or something like that, because I was paying rent directly to this person, so I wasn't going through a real estate. So, and I thought they were my friend. So going from about $220 to $250 a week up to $375 a week. That's what it was when they basically gave me the notice to get out the house, because they said they needed the money and they want to sell the property. That's what they told me. So I've just had a look at realestate.com.au because I had a suspicion they were lying to me, and now from what I can see, it's confirmed that they're lying, and they're just greedy little shits, just wanting to squeeze people for as much money as they can get. Mind you, these are from homeowners who actually had their parents buy their house for them. So this is the whole system. You got a bunch of landowners who don't even notice there's anything bad with the economy at all, because they're just living in free accommodation. They're extorting people with rent money, and while everyone else is just suffering. So this is the property, enough rambling. So look at the rental income now for this property, $660 a week. And less than a year ago, I was paying $375 or $380, something like that. I mean, that's huge. That's more than a 50% increase in 6 months. I mean, that's ridiculous. So that's what, like $2,800 when you consider a month is like 4.5 weeks. That's like $2,800 a month just in rent for a townhouse, not a house. So this person that I rented from, they bought the house back there for $134,000, right? $134,000. So let's look at property.com.au. Okay, that townhouse is now worth $930,000. I mean, no fucking way I would pay that much money for a dumpy old townhouse. I mean, this has been renovated, but it's nowhere as nice as what it looks like. It's pretty much like a unit with a courtyard in the back. So it's getting $660 per week, and it's worth a lot of money. And if you look at the history here, they bought the property for $134,000, and look at this. 8th of July. That's just a couple of months after we were kicked out. They then listed it up for rent. So all that spiel about that we need the money and all that sort of stuff is just pure bullshit just to get us out. And it's not just me. I was talking to quite a few tenants, long-term tenants in that estate, and it was happening to a lot of them. They're just getting kicked out because of the fucking greedy real estate agents and the fucking greedy landlords, just counting the dollars for themselves. So you think I'm being unreasonable? Let's have a look what they purchased this for. So they purchased it for 134. So let's ask ChatGPT. I purchased a So I just told ChatGPT to calculate the mortgage repayments for a standard 25-year loan, because that's the standard, and I'm assuming that they didn't give a deposit, and I'm pretty sure they probably had a sizable deposit. So giving the benefit of the doubt. What is 660 per week come to for 1 month? So let's see what they're paying per month. Yeah, so I was pretty close, 2,800. Okay, so let's calculate. So these people are making, this landowner is making 329% profit over their existing mortgage. So can you see what's wrong with this picture? These assholes are making so much money from the rent on an old mortgage that they can probably go out and buy another property and do the same thing. Well, at least partially subsidise it anyway. So, I mean, what's wrong with this? I mean, these fucking people are so greedy. It's not enough that a renter pays their mortgage for them. They're paying more than three times their mortgage for them. I mean, that's just wrong. So this gives me the incentive to just go buy a bus and live in that. I just refuse to make rich people richer while I'm just barely hanging on. So I just wanted to show you that and throw it out there. So you can see people are greedy, people lie, people are only interested in money. They pretend they're your friend, but they're not really. And when it comes down to money, people do anything to make more money. Sad but true. So this is the new Australia, the land of greedy landowners. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks.